Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a very special wrestling chat. So I guess my first thing I wanted to bring up was, we got WWE Money in the Bank coming up on this Sunday, and that's gonna be a pretty good wrestling preview. We're gonna have Money in the Bank match. Sheamus is in that, I believe. Or no, wait, I'm trying to think. No, there's a lot of people in it. Dean Ambrose is in it. Kevin Owens represent quite a few others. Del Rio's in it. I do think in the end, I think it's going to be Dean Ambrose winning the Money in the Bank. And as far as what happened on Monday night with Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins and, Roman Reigns. So apparently what happened, from what I saw, was he knocked them both out. So it was a very special episode, guys. I am at the JC Park right now, chilling over at the baseball field in the dugout. So as you can see, it's really nice, really beautiful, gorgeous. Look at the sun. Anyways, that doesn't really have anything to do with what I'm talking about. Well, it's been it's been about a good month or so since I've done an episode. Been really busy. Just haven't really had the time to, really get on here and do an episode. And nothing's happened to this show. I don't want anybody to think that, like, oh, what happened to this show? No. Just been really busy. In between looking for work and this and that. And so, nothing has happened to the show. This is just, unfortunately, we're kind of behind, and this is considered episode 12, so we are doing episode 12 today, live from JC Park in South Burlington, Vermont. So yeah, that's where it's at. So I guess what I wanted to get talking about even more, the brand split's happening soon. So if anybody's been watching wrestling in the past month or so, or whatever, you would know that the reason why the brand split is happening, because this is one of two reasons. It's happening because Stephanie and Triple H, the way they've been doing the show as of late, well, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Fan base is gone. Nobody's really watching it. For the exception of the New Era. Now, the New Era is good because you got guys like Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose and all these new guys coming up, like Enzo and Cass. You're seeing them on WWE Raw a lot more because, from what the grapevine, what I've heard, is NXT is going to be, sooner or later, is going to be a no-go. It's not going to be there. It's not even going to be talked about. It's not even going to be in existence, from what I hear, from what I'm told. So where it stands with that and why the brand split is happening is because the ratings have gone down. The ratings have not been good. So basically what's going to happen is they're going to do it all over again. They're going to do the whole Raw SmackDown draft. So you're going to see stars on Raw that you won't see on SmackDown. You're going to see stars on SmackDown that you're not going to see on Raw. The reason that's going to happen is because people feel like, oh, well, maybe people watch both shows more if both stars, all superstars, were split up. It makes total sense, and it honestly makes a lot of sense why they would do that. So I get that, and I understand that. As a wrestling fan, I get that, and I think that's totally chill. That's totally awesome that they're going to do that. Awesome. Cool. So Shane McMahon's going to run one, and Stephanie's going to run one show. So that's how that's going to work, and that's why those two are on the show. That's kind of why, from what I heard, that's why Shane came back. By the way, me and Shane McMahon have the same birthday. We were both born January 15th. That's kind of cool. Pretty awesome to share my birthday with him. He's a good dude. He's awesome. Like I said, again, at WrestleMania, he gave my boy Undertaker a hell of a fight, and while I respect that 100%, because of that reason, because he fought Undertaker the way, well, I didn't expect him to fight the Undertaker. Not at WrestleMania, anyways. So that was cool. So more or less, that is what's happening, and we haven't done an episode in quite some time, so I'm kind of catching up with everything, and that's kind of where it's at. The brand split is happening. Money in the Bank is happening this Sunday, so we got Seth Rollins going up against Roman Reigns for the title. That's going to be a fight. That's going to be awesome. So, I mean, if you've not had WWE Network yet, now's the time. You got to sign up. Mine is actually due up in August. Mine's due up in August. So, more or less, what is happening with that is, and that's another thing. One pay-per-view per month is what I'm heard from each brand. So, SmackDown will do a pay-per-view, and then Raw will do a pay-per-view. So it's going to go back to what it used to be, where both brands did one show each, and it's not, or one pay-per-view each, and then it's going to be a 3-hour Raw, from what I heard, which I thought it's already 3 hours as it is, because you got 8 to 11. So that's already 3 hours as it is. So I don't know what they're trying to say that they're going to make it 3 hours long, because I thought that it was already 3 hours long, because Raw goes from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Unless now they're probably going to try to amp it up to like 12, but I don't know if they would do that. And all the years I've been watching wrestling, I've never seen a show go to 12:05 a.m. Never. So we'll see what happens with that. And another big match this Sunday. They're coming up this Sunday, which is in 4 days. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, so 4 days. John Cena versus AJ Styles. And the reason why that fight is happening is because there's been a big feud, a big battle between those two as of late. So I don't know. So that's happening this Sunday, live only on the WWE Network. Had to throw that little curveball in there. And also another thing, that WWE camp, I don't know if anybody's watched it, but that is hilarious stuff. Like, I was watching an episode, and the way they make Triple H sounds funny as hell, because it doesn't even sound like him. Rock doesn't even sound like him. Stone Cold doesn't even sound like him. So, but we do have the WWE pay-per-view going on this Sunday. There is a few changes in the works. Like I said, what they're trying to do is the brand split. They're going to amp the show up to an hour, or 3 hours. Like I said, it doesn't make sense because I thought it was already 3 hours as it is. So, you never know. In the world of WWE, you never know, honestly, what's going to happen. It doesn't make sense to me because I thought it was already 3 hours. And then also, another thing I was bringing up on the show today, out of the blue, 49 years old, 49 years of age, the singer from the DX band died. So the guy that did all the theme songs for Triple H, did the DX songs, all of a sudden he, like they say, here today, gone tomorrow. There will be a funeral planned for him on the 17th. There's been many stars that have passed away in the past couple of months or so. That one was kind of a shocker because I was like, he's kind of young. And it's not like he was a wrestler or anything or any means, but it's just the fact that he passed away and he's very young. Very, very young. And that was shocking to me, surprising to me, because he looked pretty healthy. I mean, I thought he was pretty healthy. So, I don't know. I really... Sometimes, you never know. Wrestlers, they just... That's why I say you just don't take it for granted. Every day, you just kind of... You don't take it for granted. You live life to the fullest. You try to do what you can. And have fun with it. And life is just... Life is so beautiful. And you take it to a grain of salt, and you enjoy life. You have fun with life. You don't be stressed and upset. And I'm gonna talk. I do get stressed about a lot of stuff, but look at Ultimate Warrior. Okay, he's a perfect example. Ultimate Warrior. Heart failure because he got worked up in the ring. He was so amped up 24/7. If you watch the Ultimate Warrior DVD, his wife talks on there, and his wife made me cry. I've said this on episodes before. His wife made me cry when she said, as fast as he would run to the ring, it's as fast as he was gone. Whoa, that's shocking because Ultimate Warrior was one of the best in the company. I watched Ultimate Warrior fight when I was a little kid. When I was a little boy, I was watching Ultimate Warrior fight. That just goes to show how old I am. I'm 28 years of age. I turned 28 back in January. And like I said, same birthday as Shane. And I was shocked to see it because Ultimate Warrior was one of the longest lasting guys out of that era. Because I mean, you have Undertaker and you have Hogan, and you don't have Macho Man anymore, and you don't have Ultimate Warrior anymore. You don't have any of these household names that you were like, oh my god, did that really just happen? Like, Ultimate Warrior just passed away. What just happened here? It was the same thing with Macho Man's death. It was kind of the same way with China as of recent. So a big shout out on the show today. Julian Provost and Nicole, they are mom and dad. They're soon to be. They have a kid on the way. So congratulations to you guys, and I hope all is well. I don't get much time to give big shout outs to anybody. RJ Kamara, he's living it up in North Carolina. I hope you're enjoying it down there, buddy. I always see your posts, so I know you are. You're going to NASCAR races and all this and that. And also a lot of other people who have supported me. Adam Wing, and a few of my other friends have supported me. My friend Aaron Mashtier, he moved out of state. He's out of state now. Big wrestling fan as well. He's one of those, he doesn't understand it either. I don't get it. Why would they just amp a 3-hour show? Like I said, it just doesn't... You already got 3 hours. And this is just as long as the pay-per-view now. So, what I would do is I do the 4-hour show. And say I would start it at 7 o'clock. Then I would do 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10. I would start an hour early, and then I would do it 7 to 11. That way, you got 4-hour show. You got everything written down that you want to say and do for the show. You got everything that, like, 4-hour show, I think, is a lot better. It's 1 hour more than a pay-per-view, and you're not paying for it. So that's cool. I think they should do that. 7 to 11. Perfect example. That's what they should do. Not that they're going to do it. But they should do that. And like I said, sometimes I don't know. Not with the WWE, they just don't know. I'm making this kind of a straight to the point episode and not really try to be on way too long, because I'm realizing that my tablet was not fully charged today, guys. So we're going to get kind of a quick episode in, and I'll be back for another episode, guaranteed. I'll probably film another episode this coming weekend before the pay-per-view. So that's where it's at. Condolences do go out. Singer from the DX band. Very sorry for the loss. Such a young guy, 49 years of age. One thing I do want to bring up in the show before we do end up kind of wrapping it up and whatnot. It's kind of odd to me and weird how before Ultimate Warrior's death, everybody was being all cool with him and this and that and being all chill and nice. And remember this though too. Remember all this. This was a guy that had a DVD, okay? A DVD put out on him, bashing him, more or less. And these same people that bashed him were all nice to him at the end. Now, I don't have anything against that, but I also don't think it's right. You publicly bashed him in a DVD. Now you're coming out and you're talking away with the guy. And the guy was upset. Yeah, and I don't blame him. The guy was upset because, for one, he was bashed in a video. For two, now you're just being all nice buddies with him, acting like nothing ever happened. So yeah, I'd be upset too. And that's why Ultimate Warrior was upset before his death died. Before his death. Before he went, he was upset. Because of that reason. Nobody can blame him for that. Hemwig, he was one of the best. And him and Sting were partners. He had a lot of people loved him. Ultimate Warrior is definitely one of those guys that I respect. He's one of those, I look up to him as a wrestling fan. I look up to him. So he's definitely one of those guys that to this day will go down and being one of the best wrestlers. So I did find it kind of odd before his death. Everybody was nice and this and that. It was cool that they appreciated the way they did and that how they did it and how the DVD they did was awesome. And I have the Blu-ray. How they did it. They made the DVD the way it should have been in the first place, honoring him of how great of a legend wrestler he was. Not bashing him for what he did. Not bashing him for the fact that he used drugs and whatnot and steroids in wrestling. Forget all that noise. We don't look at that part. We look at the part of him in the ring, what he did in the ring. And what he did in the ring, every day, every single time of his life, he went out there, he performed for us fans. He wasn't a bad guy. People treated him like he was. but he wasn't a bad guy. Never was. He had a lot of aggression built up. A lot of aggression. Hence is why he ran to the ring. He didn't walk to the ring. He didn't just strut to the ring. He ran to the ring because he was full of energy 24/7. And what Ultimate Warrior did, day in, day out, night in, night out, he performed. And that's what he did. He did not just walk to the ring. He did not just... He gave us a performance. And you know what I liked about Ultimate Warrior? Is he was fun to watch. What a lot of wrestlers aren't, he was. And as you can see, my pipes... that's kind of respect to Ultimate Warrior right there. But it's natural. Working out and this and that, but I just wanted to throw that in the video. I think Ultimate Warrior was kind of dogged at kind of the end because he was a better person than what people treated him to be like. Just like there's a bunch of people right now on this show on Going for Wrestling right now that I think could have talent and they need titles put on them. Kevin Owens needs a title put on him. The title push needs to happen, but that hasn't happened. Dean Ambrose needs a title push, but that hasn't happened. The Usos are pretty good. I like them. Bray Wyatt, I heard as of recent, is going for a title push, probably. They want to put him for a title push. But I don't know. Anyways, everybody, check out WWE Money in the Bank this Sunday, only on the WWE Network. I think for this week I'm going to be signing off. It has been a very special wrestling chat over here at the JC Park, and we will be back with episode 13. We're gonna it's a work in progress. We're gonna roll with it, and we're gonna get back up there. We're gonna climb the numbers. We're gonna get to episode 100 at some point. Don't know when, but again, this has been me, Tyler Weston, at the JC Park. This is episode number 12. It's so nice out today, guys. Again, this has been Wrestling Chat with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. We will be back with episode 13. Again, enjoy Money in the Bank this Sunday, guys. If you can. If you can't, then, well, just you gotta subscribe. It's not that hard. $9.99 a month, and you get every pay-per-view for $9.99. So enjoy, guys. And this has been Wrestling Chat with Tyler Weston. See you guys again soon. Stay safe. And enjoy the pay-per-view Sunday.